request our respected President, former Director CBI New Delhi, and former High Commissioner of India to the Republic of Cyprus, Dr. R.K.Raghavan, to give the welcome address.
Manyaha Mukhya Atithayaha Sri Tirumurthi Mahadyayo Adarniya Srimadi Sudhaseshayyan Mahabhagaha Atra Upastita Anye Sajjanaha Samaskrita Abhimaninaha Asmin Shubha Avasare Kuppuswami Sastri Samshodhana Samityaha 75th Pancha Saptadi Varshika Mahotsava Arambe Yushmabhyam Sarvebhyaha Sapranamam Sanjali Bandham Swagatam Nivyedami. On this auspicious occasion of the 75th anniversary celebrations of the Kuppuswami Sastri Research Institute, I offer hearty welcome to you all with folded hands. Serving the cause of Sanskritic and Indological research for 75 years without any interruption is by no means a small achievement. The Sastri Research Institute was established in 1945 in memory of the great savant Mahabudaya Vidya Vachaspati Darsana Kalanidhi Kulapati Professor Kuppuswami Sastri, who was the first principal of the Madras Sanskrit College. Appropriately, this institute, named after him, was established in the same premises. During these 7.5 decades, the institute has been engaged in high-class research in the field of Sanskritic and Indological studies. Great men of wisdom have served this institute under various capacities during these years. The institute has published around 100 books, monographs on various topics like Vedic studies, classical literature, language, grammar, Nyaya, Mimamsa, Yoga, Agamas, ancient Indian mathematics and astronomy, Vedanta, and so on. The Journal of Oriental Research, which was originally started by Professor Kuppuswami Sastri in 1927, was handed over to the Institute in 1945 and is being published till now. It is internationally acclaimed as one of the best journals in the field of Sanskritic research. The Institute has also been organizing many seminars and conferences in which reputed scholars across the globe have participated. Apart from these, the Institute continues to hold periodical lectures on different topics. The Institute Library is of international standard. It boasts of 65,000 books, many of which are a rare collection gifted by great scholars. It also possesses around 1,300 palm leaf manuscripts, all of which have been digitized. We are now in the process of digitizing old and rare books. Our institute has been a home to many traditional and modern scholars from all parts of India, apart from being the preferred center of learning for hundreds of scholars from Europe, USA, Canada, Australia, and other countries in the Asian continent who come here for their graduate, postgraduate, doctoral, and postdoctoral studies projects. Being affiliated to the University of Madras for the past 4 decades, the Institute has produced more than 70 MPhil and PhDs. Some of these dissertations have been already published. During this 75th year, I am happy to say that we propose to bring out more than 25 books on various topics and also organize 2 national seminars and 2 workshops. Today marks the inauguration of this important landmark in the annals of our institute. To make an auspicious beginning of our year-long activities, we are fortunate to have you, Sri T.S. Tirumurthi, with us. Sri Tirumurthi needs no introduction. As an illustrious background, many of us know his contribution to Indian foreign policy. He has served in many foreign countries like Egypt, Switzerland, USA, Thailand, and Malaysia. He also served as Secretary of Economic Relations in the Ministry of External Affairs. India was elected to the UN. When India was elected to the UN, Tirumurthi was the permanent representative of India to the UN. He has also played a vital role in Indian diplomacy with regard to the Taliban and the Russian invasion of Ukraine, etc., making our view clearly to other nations. He also finds time to author books such as Kissing the Heaven, the Kailash Vanasarovar Yatra, Clive Avenue, Chennai Vasi, and so on. I am immensely happy to welcome Sri Tirumurthi on behalf of the Kuppuswami Sastri Research Institute. It is befitting that he should inaugurate our 70th anniversary, release the books, and honor the authors and our prominent donors. Hearty welcome to you. Dr. Sudhaseshayyan again needs no introduction. She is a former Vice-chancellor of Dr. MGR Medical University. Earlier, she was Director of the Institute of Anatomy and Vice Principal of Madras Medical College. She also served as Professor and Director of the Institute of Anatomy, Madurai Medical College, Head of the Department of Anatomy at Sandy Medical College. Her book on anatomy has been well acclaimed. She has also contributed to Britannica Thagaval Kalanjiyam, Tamil version of Britannica Encyclopedia, and also an encyclopedia titled Maruthuva Kalanjiyam. She has given innumerable talks and lectures in her field across the country. An excellent Tamil orator, Dr. Seshayyan, is a much sought-after person in all parts of Tamil Nadu and other places. Dr. Sudha has received many awards, including the Best Performance Award of Appreciation by the State Health Department, Kalai Mamani Award by Tamil Nadu Government, Pravachana Chudamani by Krishna Gana Sabha, Astika Pravachana Ratna by Astika Samaj, Sollin Silver Award by Government of Tamil Nadu, just to name only a few. Recently, she was honored for completing 100 talks on Kamba-Ramayana. We are extremely privileged to have you amidst us today, Madam, and we look forward to your words of encouragement. On behalf of the Institute, I welcome you wholeheartedly. I also welcome the dignitaries assembled here. I welcome with gratitude the philanthropists who have been supporting our various activities, without which we could not have continued our service to the literary activities of the Institute. My humble request to all of you assembled here and to all others who may not be here to please support our noble activities. This would enable us to showcase the glory of our great nation. The Kuppuswami Sastri Research Institute deserves the support of all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I now request our President, Dr. Raghavan, to present memento to our Honorable Chief Guest, former Ambassador, Permanent Representative of India to UN, Sri T.S. Tirumurthi. I now request our President to present a memento to our Honorable Co-Chief Guest, Special Guest, Dr. Sudhaseshayyan ma'am, who will be delivering the special lecture today. Thank you, sir. I now request our Secretary, Dr. Sita Sundar to present a brief report of the activities of the Kuppuswami Sastri Research Institute.
Namaste. The Kuppuswami Sastri Research Institute was founded in March 1944 by scholars, friends, students and admirers of Professor Kuppuswami Sastri under the chairmanship of Dr. A. Lakshman Mudaliar, the then Vice-chancellor of the University of Madras. The Kuppuswami Sastri Research Institute, or KSRI, was formally inaugurated on 22nd April 1945 by Sri S.V. Ramurthy, ICS, advisor to the Governor of Madras Presidency. Renowned personalities like Right Honorable V.S. Srinivas Shastriyar, Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, C.P. Ramsa Meyer, Padma Bhushan K. Balasubramanian, C. Vayyapuri Pillai were actively associated with the Institute as President, Secretaries and members. Padma Bhushan Dr. V. Raghavan, Sanskrit scholar of international repute, was the founder secretary and mainstay of the Institute. The Institute is aptly situated in the Sanskrit College premises in Mylapore, where Professor Kuppuswami Sastri served as the first principal. This has been blessed by visits of great saints, statesmen and scholars like Kanchi Paramacharya, the pontiffs of the Kanchi Mat, Madhva Mat, Vaishnava Mat, Sri Swami Dayananda Swamiji, Mahatma Gandhi, Rabindranath Tagore and many other eminent personalities. The governing body of the Institute takes care of the administrative decisions of the Institute. The members of the governing body are elected by the life members of the Institute once in 3 years in the general body meeting. Dr. R.K.Raghavan, Director, Central Bureau of Investigation, New Delhi, and former High Commissioner of India to the Republic of Cyprus, is the President of the Institute. The Institute is headed by a Director and 2 Deputy Directors and 4 Assistant Professors, who assist the scholars in their pursuit of MPhil and PhD programs. The Director, as the academic head of the KSRI, also attends to the administrative function of the Institute. The Institute also has a research committee and an editorial committee. The historical achievement in brief are the Silver Jubilee celebrations in 1971, the birth centenary of Professor S. Kuppuswami Sastri in 1981, the recognition under Adarsha Sodh Samstha in 1983, affiliations from renowned institutions 1983, the Golden Jubilee celebrations in 1994, and the commemoration lectures and valedictory function in 1996. The Diamond Jubilee celebration was done in 2004. The Bhimaratha Mahotsava, our 70th anniversary, in 2015-16. The Institute celebrated its 70th anniversary in a grand manner. The celebrations were inaugurated by Honorable Sri E.S.L. Narasimhan, Governor of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. National seminars on Tattvatraya, environmental and ecological awareness in ancient India, workshop on ancient Indian mathematics, Sanskrit and Tamil Nadu were organized in our campus, in which leading scholars and senior professors from different parts of India participated. The valedictory function was presided over by Sri M.K. Narayanan, former Governor of West Bengal, with a special address by Sri K. Parasaran. Lectures on Patanjali's Mahabhashya, Dhyana Bindu Upanishad, Chaturyuga calendar, Shiva temple and temple rituals, Kuppuswami Sastri memorable volume, and Paduka Sahasram, Tamil transcomposition and English translation in 2 volumes, were brought out during this period. The period 2017-22 was a challenging one for the Institute. For more than 2 years, the regular academic and other works of the Institute were affected due to the pandemic caused by COVID-19. However, the Institute did not lag behind in its academic progress, as 8 of its PhD and 5 MPhil candidates were awarded their respective degrees by the University of Madras. This was an achievement. Guided by Dr. V. Raghavan ever since its inception, and later under the supervision of Dr. S.S. Janaki, KSRI had brought out several important works on diverse fields of Oriental studies like literature, astrology, medicine, religion and Shastras. This tradition has been continued with more vigor under Dr. V. Kameshwari, with the result that the KSRI has become a brand name for high-class research in Sanskrit and Indological studies. Our academic staff and research scholars have participated in many national and international seminars and conferences in India and abroad. Many books on different aspects of Sanskrit and Indology were also brought out. So far, more than 70 scholars have obtained their MPhil and PhD degrees from the University of Madras. The KSRI has a well-furnished in-house library containing a rich collection of around 65,000 books in various languages under different topics of specialization. Of these, 13,000 books are considered to be so old and rare. Precious rare personal collections of great savants such as Professor Kuppuswami Sastri and others are being preserved in the library. Extensive research materials including special encyclopedias, descriptive catalogues of manuscripts in various libraries all over the world, and general reference materials are also available. Under the photo lamination system, so far 4,000 old and rare books were restored to their original shape. KSRI also maintains about 1,300 rare and ancient palm leaf manuscripts written in different languages. These manuscripts contain material related to Vedas, epics, Shruta, Dharma Sutra, philosophy, lecture, etc. The library also holds copies of the manuscripts and music presented by Dr. Robert E. Brown, San Diego State University, USA. Manuscript collection is being systematically preserved by adopting periodical manual cleaning and kept separately in an air-conditioned stack room. Initiated by Professor S. Kuppuswami Sastri in 1927, the Journal of Oriental Research is a reputed internationally acclaimed academic journal covering various aspects involved in Sanskrit and Indological studies. The publication of this journal was entrusted to the Institute from 1944. So far, 92 volumes of the journal have been published. The journal, admittedly reputed for original research and scientific investigation, carries general, critical and research articles on diverse Indological subjects. Some rare texts critically edited appear serially as supplementary to the original volumes and later get published as independent books. Books and monographs are being published periodically as an endeavor to promote Sanskrit and Indological studies. They cover a wide range of subjects including Vedic studies, yoga, literature and so on. Around 100 books and monographs including critical editions of hitherto unpublished manuscripts on different aspects of Sanskrit and Indology have been published so far. Publications of the Institute have received wide acclaim and appreciation from scholars all over the world. Some of them are Tolkappiyam with Roman transliteration and English translation, Arthashastra of Kautilya, Lectures on Patanjali's Mahabhashya 14 volumes by P.S. Subramanian Sastri, and Critical Study on Bija Pallava, a text on algebra. During 1967, a seminar on Arthashastra was arranged. Dr. Friedrich Wilhelm, University of Munich, participated as a foreign delegate. Subsequently, 16 seminars, conferences and workshops were arranged by KSRI, which were attended by various dignitaries. The seminars conducted during the birth centenary celebrations of Professor Kuppuswami Sastri handled diverse subjects such as art, archaeology, Ayurveda, literature and so on. Academic staff and research scholars of the KSRI have been participating in many national and international seminars and conferences in India and abroad. The Institute has also been holding periodic lectures under different endowments. To encourage the school students to study and recite various stotras, the Institute has been holding inter-school recitation competitions in Bhagavad Gita, other literature and also Antakshari Sloka recitation in which hundreds of students participate. The projects which are on hand include Vichara Sagaram with English translation, Encyclopedia of Numerals, Encyclopedia on Yoga, critical edition of manuscripts on yoga, historical kavya, and so on. The Institute has created various chairs and specific endowments by donors. 5 senior scholars and professors have been appointed to carry out projects on Vedic and Vedantic studies, literature, ancient Indian geography, and religious endowments. The KSRI is a multifaceted organization involved in promotion of Sanskrit and Indological studies. This institution is run mainly through donations provided by the philanthropists, scholars and lovers of Sanskrit and culture in and around India and also abroad. The KSRI currently relies mainly on private donations and seeks urgent help to continue its glorious research tradition. With the support of philanthropists, the KSRI wants to create a reliable source of funding in the form of a corpus fund that will allow the KSRI to preserve the wealth of knowledge for many generations to come. To invest its infrastructure, offer competitive remuneration to its research and support staff, and provide scholarship to encourage research and learning. In addition, KSRA welcomes endowments and sponsorship to support specific research projects, and KSRA will duly acknowledge the sponsors. KSRA appreciates any timely help from donors, which is 100% income tax exempt under Section 35(1)(3). 75th year anniversary celebrations. This institute is celebrating its 75th anniversary in a befitting way. 30 books and monographs will be brought out during the year, of which 14 will be released today, apart from holding 2 national seminars and 2 workshops. Today we have assembled here for the inaugural function of the 75th anniversary celebration. We have 2 eminent persons, Sir T.S. Tirumurthi and Dr. Sudhaseshayyan, gracing the occasion. Before closing, I would like to place on record that the governing body of the Institute remembers with gratitude all donors, past presidents, secretaries, members of governing bodies, printers, government and research bodies, members of the V. Kuppuswami Education Trust, who have all been our supporting pillars all through these 75 years. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving the landmark contributions of the activities of KSRA in the past 75 years. I now request our special guest, Pravachana Ratna, Dr. Sudha Seshayyan, to give her special address and bless us.